Waffle's first showing in the whole tournament.
Yeah.
And he will be one of the 3 runners in the trilogy relay at AGDQ.
Is he also playing the second, or is he playing a different game?
He's playing DKC2.
2, okay.
So these guys are going to be using the warps for the first 2 worlds. Pretty straightforward. And he's going to do a wrong warp in the second level here, main race, by what we call clashing the beetles together to get a invisible object to throw, usually facing left to summon some object that warps you out of the level.
Just as you've seen. Just for those who are curious, the clash works by throwing a beetle while another beetle is hitting you. And that makes the game freak out to get the invisible object.
And it's really strange, too, that the effect of doing all this would just make it as though you beat the level. How does that even make sense? But it works.
It's a thing.
Cool things about this game. Waffle will be going for another wrong warp in the final level of World 1.
Looks like Silvite didn't swap out of Diddy for the block job or whatever.
Yeah,
he does his
yeah,
own
he
thing.
has slightly different strats throughout.
Waffle makes top sail look easy.
Crow RNG could completely reverse this.
This is true. Even having a lead coming out of World 2 doesn't exactly mean anything, because a lot of that lead is decided by Crow still.
Decent luck for Waffle there.
Yeah.
Silvite's gonna do. Nice. 100% for Silvite so far.
1 for 1. 1 for 2. 1 for 3. 2 for 4.
Yep, 2 Daves for Silvite as Waffle does the next wrong warp.
I understand how the beetle clashes work, but I don't know how the clobber plus treasure chest clash works to get
That's
the
weird.
invisible object. Waffle's doing a big boy here, sort of a double jump, using the team up ability to get a lot of height. Now lets him throw into that warp barrel.
Silvite also doing the 2-1 wrong warp, but I believe he'll... Oh, okay. Yeah. He said he might not go for that. But, yeah, no more wrong warps for a while. Now it's just a few rather simple levels, followed by boss. It could be the first death of the race. Let's see.
Yeah, we've seen a fair share of deaths.
Oh yeah, Cleaver.
Because Cleaver's a hard boss, but because there's a strat that can kill you if you miss it.
Waffle really making no mistakes throughout the run so far.
Right up till then. Gets the fanfare.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was even looking at that and it didn't even occur to me. Wow.
Yeah, so that's actually quite a big time loss.
Yeah. It's like 6 seconds or more.
For such a silly mistake.
Alright, on to Cleaver. He's trying to stay low as he goes across now, going high all the way back to the right. Throwing this cannonball to greet the guy as soon as possible. Summons the hooks as long as he lunged.
And the fly across the lava pit there that Waffle's doing is the part where you can die on this boss. We'll see if Silvite goes for it. I don't think he will. Nope. Silvite gets stuck in the corner, though. Cleaver chops him up. Oh, no!
Oh, my. Well, hope that's not commentator's curse. We've definitely seen a lot of deaths, Cleaver.
Yes.
And, like, even...
Put another one on the list.
Yeah. So in this game, anytime you do a team throw, you actually store a super jump for the next time you take damage. So he's going to roll into this ghost guy and get a lot of height, do the swamp fly.
And get the G. Yes, wonderful.
Quite gangster of him. Waffle entering Glimmers. I think we might see a pretty clean one here. Let's put a lot of time into this level.
Silvite makes it out of World 2 just fine. After the mishap.
One thing to note is we always try to beat bosses as Dixie because her guitar solo is shorter than the boombox. Waffle is just killing this Glimmers here. Cutting every corner so tightly, and I don't remember him hitting any walls. I haven't been watching the entire time.
I don't find Glimmers to be a very interesting level to watch. So I was watching Silvite.
Yeah, it's really not that interesting to watch.
Yeah. It's a very important stage, but...
Crackhead, the next level, is one of the most exciting because it's pretty dangerous.
For sure.
And the strats just look really cool.
Waffle does do the kipple swap, or attempts it, and he gets it. Okay.
Silvite also gets the swamp fly.
Yeah, it doesn't get the G, but whatever. It's according to the TAS, it's actually optimal not to get the G.
Does
the swamp, or does the TAS even do the swamp fly?
Sooner. But I don't know. I feel like you can still land sooner if you just like let go of Y a little sooner.
Yeah, but you don't argue with the TAS, man.
True.
It's a frame or something.
Yeah, lots of the most difficult part of the level.
Deadly rolls in Crockhead.
And he gets them all.
Yeah. That's one of the things that gets you a 40 is probably being really consistent at a lot of these really deadly tricks.
So, Rattle Battle, pretty straightforward level. Every once in a while, though, people get bopped by the pits or the bad hitboxes.
It is a very straightforward level in terms of what you want to do, which is just hold right. And push Y and hold right.
Yeah, it's a few times you have to let go, right? But it's really just like how long you hold the B button whenever you jump.
Yeah.
See how Silvite fares and Crackhead here.
We'll probably not be doing all of the crazy rolls. Only some of them. Waffle is now doing the slime climb wrong warp, which I think is one of the easier wrong warps to do, but obviously if you screw it up, it's the worst one to screw up. Waffle gets it. While Silvite moves on to Rattle Battle. There are 6 barrels in Bramble Blast, which is what Waffle's playing right now, and if you... Six barrels that are already pointed in the direction you want to go, and they will rotate away from that direction very quickly, so you want to shoot out of them instantly. Those are called quick barrels. Looks like Waffle got all of them.
3-frame window to do that. And a pretty tight trick coming up called Vine Clip. Gonna combine these big boy mechanic with a precise throw. Ooh. So he wasn't quite at the right position to clip through the vine there.
Yeah, I guess he was too far to the left. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think he might have been too low.
Too low. Okay.
Like
yeah,
he started to come down. He was no longer at the peak of the jump.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff that has to go right to get that. But he does get the back up cleanly, so... Oh dear. Silvite took a hit near the end of Rattle Battle, and that might have thrown him off his game slightly. Caused him to fall into a pit. Luckily, he did get the save barrel. I'm not sure if that's luck. I think getting the save barrel in Rattle Battle doesn't necessarily lose any time, I don't think. So it's a good idea to grab it, especially in a race setting.
Some interesting distortion going on. Silvite screen. I wonder what that's all about.
He did say a little earlier in chat somewhere that he said the fuzziness will fix itself eventually. So maybe that's what he's referring to. And apparently it will fix itself. Yeah, Waffle is doing the quick kill on Cudgel. I guess quick hits. It's not exactly a fast kill still. It saves 2 seconds. You count a certain period of time while standing directly under where he's supposed to land, and then take a few steps in a direction and throw. Then you can hit him as he lands.
Silvite also getting slime climb.
Good. You don't want to see people fail slime climb. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, happens from time.
And if you do, then they both have to keep it fair. Like the Bramble Scramble wrong warp.
Got stuck in the honey a little bit, and Waffle did. Probably going for the dustpan jump.
Yeah. I mean, that's why, thankfully we don't disqualify him.
I'm gonna damage boost here on the spiny guy.
Yeah. A damage boost also puts you into a better Kong order, is that correct? You'd rather be Diddy here?
Right, because you need to take damage to get out of the scrolly scroll, and you want to be Dixie for the end.
I didn't actually see if Silvite went for...
I think he tried behind strat, where you jump behind the blue guy.
Oh, yeah?
But I think he missed it.
Yeah, if he did attempt it, it was a miss because he ended up with 1 Kong, and Vine Clip means you'll have 2 Kongs at the end of the stage.
So
Yeah, you can.
Go.
He's doing the slow strats, so you'll see it's slightly different and do it the way you probably would in a casual playthrough.
But I mean, think about when his hurt box is going to become vulnerable, and like how soon it still hits him, even if you just throw it. So
yeah,
the standing next to him strat really isn't that big a deal.
Yeah. And if you miss it, then you lose an entire cycle, which is a big deal.
Skipping a mosquito there.
Yeah, I think the one thing I don't know is touched on a lot in Target Terror is that you basically just want to kill as few enemies as possible. Because killing things, I don't know if it just freezes the game for a second, or
I think like
it causes lag.
Bouncing slows you down.
Yeah, I feel like I can sort of see something where every time you hit an enemy, it like stops for a little second.
Yeah, because like your jumping animation is like Diddy's like has his hands in the air, but when you bounce, he starts like kind of jump rolling.
Yeah.
What? No swag balloon from Waffle. What is this? This man must want.
There are some times where you understand not going for it because it's risky, but I think Waffle could have gone for it.
Yeah, well, it means he's taking it seriously.
Taking it seriously.
Just can make it interesting. He definitely wants to have a good showing. Nailing those ropes at the beginning of Bramble, which is critical to this wrong warp. Ooh, this could be bad. Yeah, there you go. So he missed a wrong warp there. He's trying to turn that beetle into a glitched object, but he mistimed it. So he has to kill himself and try again.
And we've seen plenty of failed Bramble Scramble wrong warps so far, and we will see more this tournament.
I do want to point out that the way Waffle is climbing that rope is a special way of climbing that most people don't do that has the potential to be faster, called Kipple's ropes, but it requires way more coordination.
And climbing the rope there is more important than just going fast, because if you do it incorrectly, you won't set up the glitch properly.
Yep.
Usually that results in you throwing squawks instead of the bonus barrel.
It's one of the most irritating things that can happen.
Yeah.
I actually take it safe tournament races. Both of them on cart levels, but don't be fooled, it's not the same level. Couple risks in this level. There's no midway barrel and plenty of pits going twice as fast. And this number 2 guy, as well as the number 9 guy, can be quite dangerous.
And there's a few ways to go a little bit faster in Rickety Race as well, just by jumping down some of the steeper slopes.
Yep. Even jump there. It's like a sort of a medium slope. Alright. So, Waffle now entering Mud Hole, one of the top 3 hardest levels to not die in. So pay close attention for the first half of this level, and also pay attention if Silvite here gets the swag balloon, because that's even more important.
Yeah, I'm not even watching Waffle, man. I just got to see the balloon. Oh no!
All right. Well, Waffle now at the hardest part of Mud Hole. Here he's rolling underneath most of those vultures, which is really scary. He skips midway because why not? And actually, the second half is easier than the first half for sure, minus the wrong warp coming up here using the cannonball. He skips a barrel cycle. This is one of the best mud holes we've seen in the tournament, actually.
Yeah, I believe so.
If not the best.
Right up until the commentator's curse.
He jumped too high. He lost a couple frames.
Oh, he gets it. It's fine.
Looks like
it's
Silvite
fine.
got first try Brambler. Pretty good, Silvite.
There's a time save.
Good. He was warming up with that, so worth. Waffle doing another big boy to get extra height on that jump. Going for his self-titled Waffle Bee skip, which he got. Now he's going to take damage from this guy for extra height. Not quite enough height, though.
And you get enough height from that?
Yeah, you have to sort of jump into him, though.
Yeah.
Ground.
That makes sense.
Ramby section, pretty safe. His focus here is just kind of on lag reduction by making sure like he bounces on the right bees and doesn't like go through bees. And cutting the corners tightly as he falls. So yeah, he bounced on a bee twice. It's kind of the thing that can go wrong in Ramby Rumble, but your chances of actually dying are very slim.
And then at the end there, you can get like a Ramby double jump to make it over that blaster barrel.
Silvite now entering Mudhole.
He's not doing too badly for himself. Neither racer has their splits up, so we can't commentate on personal bests, but I feel like Silvite's doing a good job so far.
Waffle having a very clean King Zing fight.
Does not attempt the 2 cycle though.
That's impossible. Silvite used the invincibility barrel to get to the hard section of Mudhole.
Yeah,
which
because that hard section is very hard unless you get the invincibility barrel. Then it becomes very easy.
Even if you don't die, which is a massive time loss, just if you take damage from like a vulture, that's like the same kind of time loss as grabbing the invincibility barrel or more, so
yeah,
worth it if you don't think you're gonna get it every time. Waffle cruising through Ghostly Grove. One of the more fun levels to play.
Yeah. Because there's some interesting rolls, but they're not all that difficult to do.
Yeah.
And usually it's not a very... I don't know what the word... Like, the level doesn't usually screw you over so much.
Waffle accidentally taking damage to that bee. I'm surprised he didn't try to just use the D-boost there to fly all the way over.
Yeah, that's maybe an optimization that you wouldn't think of unless you make that mistake often enough, right?
I've done that a lot, so yeah, I know you can definitely just hold Y and like fly over the guy.
That is something about, just more experienced players, though. It's not just about what happens when things go right. It's about knowing how to play quick when things happen to go wrong. Like hitting that bee, for example.
You might see some of the most interesting ones a few levels ahead. Parachute Panic, where it's a lot of bees to dodge, like 100 bees you have to dodge throughout the level, and depending on which one you hit by accident, you can maybe pull out and still survive. We'll see.
Yeah.
Tupac's library is what we call this level because Tupac is ghost is there following you. Yes, he did become a reptile in the afterlife. But he's still making mixtapes. So it's now cleared World 4. About halfway through the game now. Even though there's 7 worlds, halfway kind of falls at the end of World 4. Similar level to the first level of World 5, except now we have a wind mechanic. And a little bit less rolling across pits. Well, I guess there's still a lot.
There's still quite a bit of rolling.
Yeah, it's different though. Like, I don't know, it's
It is
a different kind of rolling, I guess, because of the winds. Waffle skipping midway. And let's see if he... Oh, nice, yeah. Rolling past that DK barrel without picking it up is really hard.
Yeah. And there's 3 different things that can happen, too. You can either get the roll, you can pick up the DK barrel, or you can miss the roll and just walk off the edge.
Yeah.
Depending on your timing. And every one results in something different, and you have a split second to react to it. So I found it very hard to attempt that roll, so I just said forget about it. Pick up the DK barrel.
So here's that level I was talking about, Parachute Panic. He's going to be falling past so many bees, and if he gets hit, he's going to need to know how to react. But he probably won't get hit. Oh, shoot. Commentator's curse?
Yeah. Why did I say anything?
That is like the most cliche commentator's curse statement.
Why do we even have commentators, you know? They just ruin things.
Yeah, it looks like I was right. As long as he gets his headbutt. Yeah, that was a perfect level. He nailed it.
Oh, then.
Web Woods, probably number 1 or number 2 source of deaths in this speedrun. Unless you include Bramble Scramble.
Yeah. Bramble Scramble is deaths for a different reason, though.
Yeah.
Because in Bramble Scramble, you're dying
as a spider. So that's the first half of Web Woods. That's fairly easy compared to what's about to happen here. Taking a D boost. And if you're not careful, a lot of these platforms that he's jumping on and spawning underneath him can actually just fail to spawn. So like, when you see it done right, like, it's impressive, but it's still hard to appreciate like just how hard it is to make sure these platforms behave and don't cause you to just plummet to your death.
It doesn't look as difficult maybe as Parachute Panic does, but it's definitely more difficult than that stage, I would say.
Oh yeah, it's on a whole different level. And he did very well. That was perfect, as was PCP. I'm trying to think, did he make any mistakes in World 7 or 5 at all? This could be a really, really good World 7 for Waffle. I keep saying 7. I don't know why.
Right after saying World 5. World 7.
It's an odd number.
Yeah. You never really know how many worlds there are. It could be 5 or 7, maybe 9. Just an odd number is all we know.
Silvite also getting Gusty Glade, taking the Dixie Flying ending. Let's see how he does in Parachute Panic. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was an extremely good World 5. I just remember the damage at the end of 5-1, but that's really not that big a deal considering how many things went incredibly well. Silvite taking damage, so that might have been intentional. See some
I think it probably was.
Yeah, some damage boosts in PCP can be used for slightly more consistent threats. It really doesn't cost that much time.
Yeah, like that damage he just took. Or he took damage right on top of a DK barrel, and so doesn't even lose a comp. Oh, he's taking it really slow, guaranteeing the headbutt.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If you want to just make sure that there's no death in that level, because
I don't think that's the
backup strat is
fastest
harder
safe
than
strat.
the actual strat.
I saw Spike Vegeta actually, instead of hitting that B, he dodges it and hits a B even lower.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's probably a faster safe strat, I'd say, than what Silvite did. But what Silvite did is also fine, you know. Anything to make sure you don't die. We didn't really bring up Arctic Abyss, but it seemed to have gone fine for Waffle.
Yeah, it went pretty well. It's actually one of the harder levels, not bonk on walls. Windy Well, always referred to as level that's 90% really easy, 10% really hard.
Yeah.
I do think I change those percentages though every time.
Well,
Something
like
but there's basically
that
three
hard,
parts.
except for Ghetto B skip, isn't it? Unless I'm missing something.
I'm thinking the three is, first of all, this doing optimally. You have to do like short hops pretty accurately.
Is short hops the optimal way, or is the team throw the optimal way? Or are they both about the same?
I think short hops is faster.
Okay.
Because team throw animation does take quite a bit of time.
That's true.
He's about to do what's called Ghetto Bs, which is skipping 2 Bs.
Assuming he actually does do it.
Yeah, of course he's gonna go for it and get it.
He does, okay.
Silvite surviving Web Woods on the first try.
If you were watching Silvite, you'd notice that he went not for as many crazy quick webs as Waffle did. He took it really slow at the end there. And again, you just want to make sure you don't die in Web Woods often.
We didn't talk about Crow 2 fight here, but this is one of the hardest bosses for sure. Climbing these ropes quickly is really hard, especially while dodging the eggs.
Yeah, and then RNG can also affect your time as well.
Yeah, every platform that you get to has 3 different spawn locations for the barrel, and different reactions depending on what you get.
Silvite makes it to K-Rool's Keep with his fifth Krem coin. Gonna hit up the Lost World.
The Waffles had a pretty mellow level here. Doesn't really require much other than keep this barrel and then one little trick at the end. Has a large consequence.
The only trick that I would consider necessary in order to be a speedrunner of this game. It's also incredibly easy to do. You just need to know what you're supposed to do, and then it becomes like it's not frame perfect or anything. So it also saves the most time out of any trick. The question that seems to be prevalent for Clapper's Cavern is, will the runner throw the girlfriend? Waffle almost certainly will.
Yep.
Because it's optimal.
Yep, clean Clapper's Cavern there. Silvite doing some skips in the first few sections of Windy Well. And Waffle now going for the final wrong warp. Oh no, he threw right. Yeah, he knew he threw right, so he actually can't go in that barrel. And he has to reload the area. At least he caught himself, like he knew that he did it, so he didn't go in. If you go in that barrel after throwing right, what's going to happen is it's just going to sit there for a long time. Then it's going to shoot you straight up. You won't be able to do anything for like 15 seconds, and then you go in the bonus and reload it. But you got it second time. And I think still on a good pace.
I think throwing right there is a mistake that somebody of Waffle's skill only does because he's trying to throw on exactly the same frame that he turns left. Would you say so? Because if you really are trying to throw left, it's not hard to do.
Yeah, it's trying like.
But if you're trying to do it frame perfect,
possible that makes you mess it up.
Yeah. Save the frames.
A pretty good snake section. You did a lot of glitch double jumps there that are difficult to coordinate.
All those double jumps are hard. There's no other way to put it. I also enjoy the sound of optimal flapping. Spamming the B button.
Just doing some camera manipulation there. You don't see a lot of people do that.
No, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. You spit the egg to the right, which sort of keeps the camera right, and then you can go left while the camera is still sort of facing right because of the spit. And that's just to sort of make it so you can slip by the B a little easier.
Do you have the race channel up, Canis?
Yep.
You know what Waffle is talking about?
Probably CLC.
Oh yeah.
He's still on he might still 41. And if he plays the rest of the game really, really well, he can probably get the fastest time in the tournament so far still.
Has there been a 41?
Nope, there hasn't. That is pretty surprising to me, actually. There's been a lot of runners so far that have the potential to get to 41 in a race.
I think Waffle is actually the last of the people who could get 41s to have a race, I think. Is that correct?
Yep.
Everyone else is gone.
So everyone who can
Everyone's had a shot.
Get another chance. Be the first to conquer 41. Clean B skip by Waffle there.
Having any problems with his stage so far.
We shall see if Silvite is a gentleman today.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
He doesn't have as clean movement after getting invulnerability, though, so he might run out of it right at the end and hit the dude, which happened.
Yes, this has the potential to be about a 42.05 for Waffle, which would be the world record, quote unquote.
Yeah, it wouldn't be called a world record. It's called the tournament record. Tournament record.
Yeah, that's become a meme, like everybody's saying that.
They're calling it the tournament world record. That's ridiculous.
Is that a first try CLC for Silvite?
Yes, it was.
Nice.
So that gains time on Waffle right there.
That's true.
Time that it's probably not enough.
So we'll see him doing entirely different strats for Toxic Tower here. Just doing single jumps all the way up.
Yeah. And then you can delay a jump, and then Radley will like naturally do a small little jump as his walking animation or whatever. And then if you jump at the height of that, you can gain a little bit of extra height, which you can use to skip some of the charge jumps.
Gets through there very smoothly. It's a nice thing about the strats that he used is there's very little chance of something going wrong.
Yeah.
Waffle had to have died. Let me think there.
What?
Void asks if Waffle died at any point in this run. Yeah, Brambler.
Oh, yeah. Brambler. I think that was the only death, though.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And again, it's an intentional death because you missed
like a death to me.
Yeah, so well, it's the same thing, right? He missed 2 wrong warps.
Yeah.
It's the way you get out of one is to die, and the way you get out of the other one is to go into the bonus barrel or into the cannon.
Yeah. So Waffle now on the final phase of the boss. We didn't see a blue Diddy because he wants to have a good time.
Yeah.
Blue Diddy does actually lose a little bit of time. Enough that this probably wouldn't be a tournament world record.
He's not gone quite fast enough to have finished the game before Silvite enters the Flying Croc. So Silvite does not get lapped.
Alright, congratulations to Waffle.
Yeah.
Its world time is 42:05. Right on the dot.
Does that mean that it ties the world or tournament record?
Nope, the record is 42:09. So that's
okay.
It. Great race for Waffle.
Yeah. Tournament record.
We'll get him.
And he improved his own race record by 51 seconds.
Yeah, wow, nice.
Which sort of means something.
Yeah. Silvite on the home stretch here, getting the extra DK barrel.
Probably not doing the B-ring skip.
Did say 41:57 on the stream. Well, the real time is what we see on speedruns live IRC.
Yeah, the timer on stream might, due to stream delay and whatnot, might be a little bit off. That was a pretty good screech sprint from Silvite too. Surely Silvite will do Blue Diddy. He is aware that Waffle finished because he said GG in the race channel.
Yeah, well,
So there's nothing on the line anymore unless he's on PB pace. I don't know.
He should be happy with himself because he entered K-Roll as Waffle finished, which is actually really good considering just how fast Waffle's PB is. And it looks like he just got a dustless throw.
Yeah, I don't know if he is on PB pace or not.
Or, let me look up his PB.
It's a 46 something.
Oh.
At least according to the leaderboards.
Well, then, yeah, he probably is on PB pace.
46:21.
Nah, actually, I don't think so. I don't know.
It's really close though.
Yeah.
Because this is a 46 pace, isn't it?
Huh?
This is at least a 46 pace, if not a 46:21 pace.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Fight's 3 minutes 20 seconds long, and like when I looked, it was at like 44:15, and he had already been in the fight for a long time. anyone coming within 20 seconds of their PB in the tournament is something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Because it's like I was saying earlier in chat, it's not just about winning, it's about doing the best that you can do at your current skill level. It takes years for a lot of people to get the kind of times that Waffle has. And if you've only been playing for a few months, then you have to accept that this is actually a good time.
Yeah. And I'm sure the only disappointment Silvite has about this race is maybe that he didn't PB, right? But he played as well as he could. And so it's not like his own mistakes cost him the race.
Hey, Waffle's here. Congrats on your win, man.
What the heck? I can't hear you guys.
Refreshed it on.
Oh, never mind.
There
we go. Figured out technology.
All good? Congratulations.
Well, thanks. I don't know. That was kind of a frustrating run, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, because I think a lot of the mistakes I made were just sort of nerves, I guess. Because a lot of these mistakes I've never made before.
Well,
like that
never,
hit and go sleep.
Not never.
Like literally, I mean that in the literal. Like I've never.
It's okay.
Never done that. Like I've never thrown right in CLC. That was ridiculous to me.
Just want to say 1 second. Silvite has finished now with a 46.51.
Sick. We got two race PBs in this race.
It was a race PB. His 46.51 was his previous race PB, so it's actually 46.33.
Yeah. That's awesome. But I don't know. I was happy that I didn't die in anything besides Brambler. It was like solid play, but still a little bit shaky, I guess, just because of the turny nerves. But I'm happy with it.
Do you know what the fastest run in the tournament is so far?
No.
The 42.05 by Waffle.
Oh. All right. Okay. I guess that's a good sign. I guess everyone's going through the first round nerves.
Well, and anything can happen too, right?
Like, most of us are used to resetting all the time, so we don't see what our runs would actually end up if we do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
It's a weird thing. Like the tilt is real with this game for sure. Like once you start making mistakes and you're like, oh my god, like I'm in the donkey black hole right now.
Yeah.
But
so we have Silvite with us now.
Yo,
GG Silvite.
Yo, what's up? GG, man. Good race.
Yeah, good race, man.
So
how are you feeling, Silvite? You're just sad you didn't PB, aren't you?
I didn't have my timer up. I thought I was way behind PB.
Oh, it turns out you were pretty close.
Yeah. What was my final time? Yeah,
46.33.
Yeah, 12 seconds behind PB. With like some ridiculous deaths.
Soon.
I have to say, every single really bad mistake I made, a stage I didn't practice. I didn't practice Rattle Battle. I didn't practice Arctic. I did practice Cleaver, but I don't count that one.
Well, I'll have you know that
What's
practice is meaningless, so because the only practice I did before this race was doing Vine Clip for 20 minutes, and I missed it. So it was just wasting my time like usual.
Wise words from Waffle42.
That's how you know. Now you know how to get good. Is don't practice.
Yeah, don't practice.
Just pick up the game and play. You'll probably get a 39.
Exactly.
World's first.
Yeah. Good job, chat.
Well, let's take a look at where you guys are headed next. So
Waffle's going to go up against Kigo.
Oh, cool. The Japanese player?
I'm not sure. He ran, was it just yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
A couple days ago.
That surprised me. I thought I was going to have to take out the whole South American crew because KBZ and Otter, they're all in there.
Yeah, it was a slight upset, but
yeah,
it's not that surprising that
No, Otter still might be coming up for you. We'll see.
Yeah.
So let's see. Silvite will be facing.
I'm facing the winner of Cryptic and Mill.
Ah, okay. I wonder who that'll be.
Cryptic or Kryptonberry?
No, it's Cryptech.
Oh, right. There's like so
Sorry.
many similar. There's also
Yeah.
Cryptic, SSBM. There's like 3 pretty similar names there. You're confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if I get through Cryptic, I have to face God Gamer KBZ,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
who is in losers for some reason.
Yeah, it was probably by choice.
Must be. Decided to make everyone's brackets interesting.
So, unfortunately, we don't have any more Donkey Kong Country 2 tonight, but we have a very full schedule for tomorrow.
Oh, I thought there was another race tonight. Was that moved?
It got
Yeah, it was
rescheduled.
moved.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool. Great.
Yeah, so what's coming up tomorrow?
So, a lot's going on, actually. There's
Lots.
going to be an exhibition race between 4 people in this tournament on the GDQ channel to promote this tournament. And afterwards, we're going to host this channel and have 3 more tournament races. So it looks like first we have McKill,
Hello.
co-commentator, versus New Age Retro Hippie, followed by Bright Wolves and D-Sky, followed finally by Rockin' Josh and Kryptonberry, which I believe might be the last race of round 2.
Chris and Luke have to play, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're scheduled a little after the deadline, but that's
Close to the last race, though.
yeah.
Who's going to be in the showcase race
So
tomorrow?
it's actually interesting. Somebody from every single, well, not every single, but I should say everybody's from a different continent. So we have
4
it's
people
pretty crazy.
representing all the continents.
Yeah, so it's like the Olympics, man. I don't know. So it's going to be me representing the U.S. We got Feast.
Continent of the U.S., of course.
We got Feast representing Japan. Otter Lynx representing Chile. And then finally Kipples _ representing Australia.
Nice. The multicultural race. That's awesome.
So be sure to check that out and check out the 3 tournament races. Got a lot of excitement coming up soon.
Yeah. There's also a Metroid Zero mission race will be tomorrow as well. You're
Yeah, that
interested
will
in
be.
that?
There's actually several of those, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern, another at 2 p.m. and another at 5 p.m. on this channel.
All right, Waffle,
You
I have
got
an
your-
important question for you.
What's up?
Do I have to play the instrumentals?
Oh yeah, that was the deal.
Oh, shit. Well, that's just gonna be me like playing 2 chords for like 3 minutes at a time.
No, that's fine though. That's fine.
All right.
I'm ready. We made a deal before this race that the loser has to play through an entire album.
What?
So,
An entire
Yeah.
album of their choice or a specific album?
a specific one that we chose beforehand.
Okay.
So Silvite's got to get on that.
Yeah, dudes. If you wanna see me filling my end of the deal, it'll be on my stream soon.
All right. You heard it here first, folks. Well, I guess that about wraps it up for tonight.
Yes, sir.
Congrats to both of you on a very good performance.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
I do have to restart my stream before we get started, but I will be back shortly.
Cool.
All right. Have a good night, folks.
Yeah,
Thanks
see
for
y'all
watching,
tomorrow.
everybody.